Hello, you're welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be making this kimono style on the thumbnail, and I'll be using this fabric. This is about 2.5 inches, and I made the lanyard to be on the top, these two ends, the shoulder line and the hem line. Okay, so I'll need to draw a straight line here, and this will be our shoulder line. And I will measure 4 inches as my neck width. And I'm going down here with 8 inches. And I'll create a V-neck. From neck width, I'll connect it to the neck depth like this. Now next thing, I will measure this line, and I'm having 20.5 inches. My shoulder measurement is 16, so half of that is 8 inches. So marking half of this, I can tell how many inches I want to use as my sleeve length. So from this point, I have about 12 inches. So I'll use the whole of that. Therefore, at this end, I'll go down here with 1.5 inches, and I'll slant it all the way from that point to make the neck width. Now after this, I'll be marking the vertical dimensions. So from the shoulder line, I'm measuring downwards. My front half length is 18 inches, and the length of this is 44.5 inches. And I'll be using 1.5 inches as my hem allowance. So I'll draw this line. So now my sleeve opening can be as far as this half length, but if you want it lower than that, you can still go down, but I'll be working with the half length. So I'll measure from this slant, the shoulder slant, and I'm having 17 inches. Like I said, you can make it lower, 20 inches. I want that open, and at that point, I'll do the line. Because it's a very free garment, so it will not be fitted. Normally, my hip measurement is 44, and 1/4 of that is 11 inches. Okay, so assuming I'm adding 12 inches for my line, but because I want it very free, I'll just go in here, go inwards here with 1/2 inch, and I'll draw the line from that point to make the hem line. And with this, I'll just create a curve to meet this sleeve opening, and that's the kimono. Now from the neck here, I will need to blend it out a little, so it will not give me a very sharp, neck. So I'll cuff it here. Now for the front bodies, because I made it into 4, I'm cutting the front and the back bodices together. So for the front body, there will be a slit here, but the back bodies, I won't have to cut it open. So you can choose to make the back to be 1 inch higher, okay? And the neck of the bag will be the same neck width, but I'll go down here with 1.5 inches. And then I'll curve that to meet the neck width. So now when I'm cutting it out, I'll cut it out following the back neck and the shoulder. So every other thing will be the same thing, but just this neck. But after I have removed the back, the front bodies, I'll cut this open and leave the back as folded as it is. I'll remove the back and set it aside. This is the back. And then for the front bodies, I'll fold it back again. When I fold it back, I'll cut this open. When I get to the neck, remember the plain we did to meet the folded back. So we'll just cut out the neck like this. And that's it for the cutting. So we'll take it to the machine and I'll join the back and the front shoulder lines together. Okay, and the sides. Now this is it. So I'll bring the back bodies and join the two shoulders and the sides, leaving the sleeve opening. The sleeve opening, you can choose to add another band or you can just hem it, okay, with the allowance that you'll be using. I'll interlock the edges and then use 1 inch as my seam allowance, and that's 1 inch I'll use to hem the sleeve. I'll join the shoulder and the side and then I hem the sleeve opening. So the next thing I will do is to measure all around the opening. Okay, this part will be adding an all-round collar. So I'll measure it from this point to the other end. So I have 42.5 inches as the all-round length of the opening in front. Okay, so the next thing I will do is to use this fabric. I'll be cutting 2.5 inches on fold. Now, if your fabric is not long enough, of course you can join it, like this one. This one, I just have this as the length, so I'll cut it and join it. I'm making it 2 inches, 2.5 inches on fold. I will join it to the desired length and then add interface to it. And then when I'm ironing it, I'll iron 1/2 inch this way, 1/2 inch this way, and then I'll bring it together to make a band, so that by the time I attach it to the kimono, it will give me a neat finishing. So here's the band. I've added interface and I ironed 1/2 inch on both sides. Then bring it this way and then fold it this way, and this is the length of it. So now I will locate the midpoint of this band and mark it, and then mark the midpoint of this kimono. It will be around the neck region. So I'll bring the two shoulders like this, and this is the midpoint, so I'll notch. Now I'll bring the midpoint of this band and I'll take it to the midpoint of the kimono. So here's the midpoint. I'll bring it like so and pin. So you can do well to pin it from this point to the other hem. Okay, all the way, like this way, all the way to the other hem, and this way too. You pin it all to the other hem. So I've pinned it from this hem all the way through the neck to the other hem. So I'll take it to the machine now and then sew it down, and then we hem. We'll do the hemming. I've attached the collar and I did the hemming. So the next thing to do, looking at that style, it has a little scrunch at the sides. So I'll go to the side seam and measure 6 inches upward. And then from there, I'm measuring another 6 inches upward. Now, you can choose to do pleats within this range, but I want to use elastic, this 1/2 inch elastic, and I'll measure 2.5 inches. So it will give me the crunch very well, and I'll make a pair of it. So I'll bring it here and place it from the beginning of this point to this point like this, and by the time you're done sewing, it will scrunch it like so. I'll take it to the machine now, sew it from that point to this point on both sides. So this kimono, the final look. And for the scrunch, after using the elastic, didn't really give me the scrunch look that I wanted. So I made 3 more pleats to give me more scrunchy look. So that's it. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.